Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope, your first horoscope for 2021. Here we go, January 2021. As we enter the month, the sun will be shining in Capricorn all the way through the 18th. And this is going to turn your attention to work routines, scheduling, and maybe health matters, maybe a combination of all those themes. You might have the sense that it's time to get serious about any of these areas of life. Capricorn tends to help us add more structure to our lives, get into some good habits and routines. That's something people often like to do at the beginning of the new year anyway. So go with that energy. You might also begin to commit to a long-term plan, either personally or professionally. On the 19th, the sun will move into Aquarius, and this is going to shine a light on relationships of all kinds. As we move towards a Mercury retrograde cycle that's going to begin on January 30th, you may find yourself reconnecting with someone important from your past. So I'll tell you more about that Mercury retrograde at the end of this horoscope, but let's back up to Mars, which is entering the sign of Taurus on January 7th. At the same time, it's clearing the shadow of its last retrograde cycle. This is also some forward-moving astrology for the beginning of 2021. High energy. Mars is going to be in Taurus from January 6th to March the 3rd. It does form a tense square to your sun sign. So if you were born July 23rd to August 4th of any year, or if you have around 0 to 12 degrees Taurus rising, you'll likely feel the most activated by Mars this month. It can be a bit pressure that gets you to walk your talk in some way. If you've been talking about doing it, well, now it's time to start doing it. And you might have to slow down and patiently chip away at a goal. That's what Mars in Taurus is calling for. When Mars was in Aries, it was fast-moving energy, but it spent part of its time in Aries last fall in retrograde. So you may have felt like you were spinning your wheels. As we got through December of last year, there was an opportunity to feel a bit more momentum with Mars in Aries, but now that it's going to be in Taurus starting January 7th, you will actually be able to move forward, but it will have to be more slowly. So if you think of the tortoise and the hare type of thing, you're less likely to burn out when you pace yourself. We've got Venus in Capricorn on the 8th, and it will remain in this sign through January 30th. This is really going to help you attract what you want in your work life, as well as making self-care a priority. It's really going to be an excellent month to implement new wellness routines. Just try to start your plan during the first 2 weeks of the month before we begin to start feeling some of those slowing effects of an upcoming Mercury retrograde cycle that's starting on January 30th, as I mentioned. I have lots of reminders for this in this horoscope. This month's new moon is going to be on the 13th at 23 degrees of Capricorn. This will support your intentions related to work, time management, money and financial security, leadership, mastering skills, and improving your overall health and physical strength. So it's a great intention setting new moon for all those areas. Be sure to take advantage of that. We're going to enter that shadow of Mercury retrograde on January 16th. So definitely try to get your new actions in motion, even if it's just a baby step, before that date. The official Mercury retrograde dates will be January 30th to February 20th. And because this Mercury retrograde will be opposing your sun or your ascendant, if you're a Leo rising, it's going to be especially important for you to clarify your intentions with others under this astrology. There's a lot more room to be misunderstood when Mercury retrograde opposes your sun. So just take some time and definitely review your emails and texts before you hit that send button. Make sure you're saying what you mean to say and that it wouldn't be taken the wrong way. And make sure others have heard and understood what you say verbally when you're in conversation. All those can be really helpful under this Mercury retrograde astrology. Now, this month's full moon on the 28th is your full moon. It's a Leo full moon, 9 degrees, and it's likely going to feel quite energizing, especially if you were born on or around August 1st or have around 9 degrees of Leo rising. This is an extra special full moon, extra special full moon for you. So this full moon is going to be a great time for all Leos to celebrate their unique creative expression and feel proud about a recent accomplishment and think about the small victories. It's not always all about some big grand thing. We all have things in our daily lives that we can celebrate. It's been tough, let's be honest. So be sure to give yourself the kudos you deserve and acknowledge others for the efforts they've been putting forward. Encourage loved ones to join you in celebrating these victories of any size that might have occurred throughout the month. So I hope you can make the most of this month's astrology. Be safe and be well. And I will see you here next month with your horoscope.